All right, so this week is the NFL Draft. 7 News Sports Director Scott Abraham takes us right to the middle of the action and tells us what might be next for the Commanders.
Beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the 2026 NFL Draft. Over 800,000 people from around the world will be converging on the Steel City. You have the skyline, you have across the river Acrisure Stadium, home of the Steelers, and then of course to the right of that, that is where the draft theater is. You see that little tent-like structure. That's where the fun's going to be happening, with Roger Goodell hugging all the prospects. It's going to be a fun couple of days, and remember, the draft comes to Washington, D.C. next year, and I spoke with team president Mark Klaus of the Commanders about the challenges of bringing the draft to our nation's capital. How much almost are you picking the brains of people in Pittsburgh about what they learned about bringing a draft of this magnitude to their city?
I think there's 3 big things that you want to try to accomplish. I think the first is this is a real fan access event. So you want to create an experience that's really fan first and fan driven. I think the second thing is really integrating the character of the city that's hosting into this. So, we're going to be on the National Mall. I can't imagine a better location, but also bringing like local food, local culture into the event itself. And then the last thing I would say is, remember, this is a full weekend. We really got to make sure we've got a great agenda so that the entire weekend fans are having a great experience.
Later in the day, I go one-on-one with Commissioner Roger Goodell about bringing the NFL Draft to Washington, D.C. So we have a lot of great content coming your way over the course of Draft Week. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Scott Abraham, 7 News Sports.
All right, I know you're all geeked about this. You can watch round 1 of the NFL Draft here on ABC 7 tomorrow night at 8, and draft coverage continues all weekend. You might want to watch the weekend edition of the draft because your outside activities might be a little damp.
Yes.